there's two ways to become secure. One way is to literally manage to do everything in the world to take care of yourself, to absolutely create a situation where there are no threats, no possibility of loss or harm, of failure, to absolutely take such perfect control that you have nothing to worry about. Now, of course, the dilemma with that option is we can't do it because we don't have control over things in the world around us. The only thing we have control over is ourselves. So, for example, I have no control over whether the roof of this beautiful hut I'm sitting in stays there or collapses on my head. We pray it doesn't collapse, but I don't actually have any control over it. And so for me to feel secure, either I have to be the one who constructs it, who builds it, and know that I've got 100% faith in the infallibility, the perfection of my construction. Or option number 2 is we have faith in the universe. We have faith in the energy that is running this universe. We have faith in the intelligence of the universe, the sacred intelligence of the universe. There's a beautiful story of a king who was a very good king, and he did so much for his subjects. One day a holy man came to the kingdom, and the king was taking him on a tour, showing him, here's where I built the schools for the children, and here's where I built hospitals for the sick, and here's where I built homes for the people. Showing him all the things he had done to take care of the subjects. The holy man just nodded. And they come to a stream. And the holy man bends down and he picks up a rock. And he hands it to the king and he says, tell your men, open this rock, break this rock. So the king was surprised. It was a strange instruction. But he said, okay. So he gives the rock to his soldiers who break it. And when they break the rock, it opens. And inside the rock, there's this pool of water, a nutrient-rich pool of water, and a little frog living in it. And the holy man holds it out to the king and he says, did you create this for the frog also? And I love that story because we think it's about us. We think that we're going to be able to do everything, manifest everything, secure everything. If I just work hard enough, just do things enough, I will be able to keep myself secure. I will be able to prevent loss, failure, falling roofs. But the truth is, we're actually being held and carried in the arms of the divine. And the only way to really feel secure is to have faith in the one who's holding you, like children do in their mother's arms. To have that experience in life, that we are being literally carried in the arms of the divine. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that we become complacent and we sit on our couch and eat potato chips and just wait for the universe to take care of us. It doesn't mean that we throw away common sense. It doesn't mean that we don't do everything that we need to do to take care of ourselves. This is when we speak about co-creation. We are co-creating our existence with a sacred and intelligent and divine universe. We have to do our part. We step up to the plate with attention, with intention, with clarity, with purpose, with sincerity, with dedication, with tenacity, with integrity, with honesty, with all of these essential virtues that are really the virtues of spiritual people. By any religion, it doesn't matter, any culture, it doesn't matter. But these are the characteristics of people living dharmic lives, spiritual lives, grounded, anchored, awake lives. So that's our responsibility. But the truth is, as anyone who's ever suffered from mild to severe anxiety knows, it's not enough. Because you can do all that, and I still have no idea if that roof's going to fall on my head. And the only way to actually feel secure as we move through the world that an earthquake isn't going to swallow us up, that the roof isn't going to fall, that the rivers aren't going to rise and sweep us all away, is to have faith in the divine presence, to realize I'm being carried. I'm in the arms of the mother. And that security, that's the only way to have the ultimate security. It's just to know I'm in the arms of the divine. And especially at this time. This time is such a crucial and really beautiful opportunity with regard to security, to really co-create an external sense and an internal sense. So we have to do everything. We have to wash our hands very well all the time, use our sanitizer, stay inside, don't go out, don't socialize. Take all the precautions. But as most of you know, it's not enough. It's not enough to prevent the sleepless nights of anxiety. It's not enough to keep our hearts from beating really fast. It's not enough, especially if you're watching, news or something online all the time as the numbers keep rising. You can wash your hands 24 hours a day and your heart's going to still beat really fast. And that's where the element of faith is so crucial. With the element of realizing we're being carried. We're being carried in the arms of the mother. And in the same way that children can literally fall asleep in the mother's arms, regardless of what's going on around them. After we've done everything that we can possibly do, everything we're told to do and more, to protect ourselves, to protect our families, to protect our communities, to protect our world. After that, that's the time to just exhale into the arms of the mother and allow ourselves to be carried, to be held, and to be lulled to sleep. When it's time to sleep at night, and to be rocked into a state of peace and calmness and serenity when it's time to be awake.